So we were told a number of things. We were initially told by the Toronto Sick Children's Hospital that there is no need for children to wear masks. Now suddenly, or social distancing, thank you.
Detrimental to their well-being.
Detrimental to the well-being of our children, which is common sense. Now once school did start, suddenly school boards took it upon themselves to overrule the Toronto Sick Children's Hospital, and they mandated that all children
5.9 million is a pretty good muzzle.
Still told that age group did not have to wear masks. Now we've heard lots of stories of kids that were told by their parents, and their parents are the ones that raise their children, not the teachers, not the school board trustees. You as the parent are the one that raise your children. And a lot of these kids are being bullied in the school system, all right? So if they don't wear a mask, they get to sit at the back of the classroom. What kind of bullshit is that?
Can they get in the classroom?
$9 million will do it.
That's what I said. Good muzzle. 5.9.
So that was the first lie we told. If a child shows up at school and sneezes, it's a probable COVID case. At that point,
No, it's allergy season.
All right, your child then has to stay home for 14 days. So like, this has gone way out of line. The bottom line is the politicians are accountable to us, the people. The chief medical officer of health can make recommendations, but the chief medical officer of health is not God. And at some point, there has to be a reckoning, there has to be some accountability. There are some fantastic chief medical officers of health, but many of them are not allowed to speak. So if they feel as passionate as they do about some of these restrictions, you have to justify it, and that's why we're here today. You don't get to pass laws that are indefinite without an expiry date. That's not how our society works. It never has, and it never will. Now, lots of stories about the mask exempt people that enter stores. So I'm from the City of London, and a few of us went into a record store last week, and we could not have been treated worse by the owner. He was this close to assaulting me. He got within 4 feet of me. I went out of my way to be respectful. This man was looking for a fight because I dared to walk into a store as a normal human being without a face diaper on my face. He threatened me physically. I showed him an exemption pamphlet. He went out of his way to rip it.
They're terrified.
I can give you, you've seen the examples of people that go into stores that are demonized. A store can refuse you technically.
They can withhold food.
You can file a human rights complaint, but who wants to live their life that way? I want to go to a store as a normal human being, not by myself. I want to go with my family. I want to go with my friends. And look at these bylaws. You have to enter a restaurant and wear a mask. If you sit down at a table, you can take the mask off. You're telling me the coronavirus is so polite that it will magically disappear when you sit down and eat your food? Where is the science for that? That is how ridiculous this is.
It is ridiculous. And now it knows time, too.
Yeah,
that's right, Doesn't affect you after 11 p.m. now, right?
Last call is 11 p.m. So at 11 p.m., the coronavirus will come out of the bushes and infect you. It promises to wait until last call, or when Doug Ford decides to threaten us a little bit more, and tell his neighbors to rat on one another and get a $10,000 fine. Who the hell died and made Doug Ford God?
Yeah, you got that right.
Who is this guy? He's worse than Trudeau.
I agree.
Threaten my neighbor? I don't think so.
I asked him if he was a Hitler wannabe in an email.
We're here today. I see the numbers growing.
That's what it
This is
reminds me
a
of. This is
peaceful
the Holocaust.
protest of a right to express ourselves.
Make sure you don't forget, Trudeau Sr. signed the charter. Trudeau Sr. signed the Charter of Rights. Go ahead. Tell the good people.
I'm
shy too.
Justin Trudeau's daddy is the one that lost.
Which daddy?
Right?
You have to ask, Daddy?
Dad.
Wow,
We have rights.
Step-daddy.
What's ironic about Justin Trudeau is he doesn't
that
seem
he was
to
raised
remember
by,
who his father was.
not even
and I won't get into the Fidel Castro stuff. Whatever happened to the Canadian Constitution? That's kind of disappeared as well. But folks, there is hope. You all know that Rob Mulatto's lawsuit. Okay? That's moving ahead of the courts. Anybody has a right to file a lawsuit, and we encourage everybody. Network with your neighbors, network with like-minded groups. This will get better. The state of Florida has lifted all coronavirus restrictions. No city can force anyone to wear a mask. So their threats and their tickets, those can all be ripped up. The state of Mississippi has also lifted their restrictions. The state of Georgia will be next. So you see, there's momentum. But if these politicians don't have a record of people being upset, if everybody thinks they can just chill out in their backyard or hide in their basement, folks, this is not going away.